Because to me, what is so amazing about the discourse about the Red Sox is before the Mookie Betts trade and, tweeting jokes about the luxury tax. Wow, that aged horribly in a million ways. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google it. The notion that the Red Sox would be in spending big money in free agency is like, yeah,
of course
the Red Sox, right? We have been doing this not nearly as long as you have because you're old, Jeff. But I remember when the Red Sox were signing big free agents. It wasn't that long ago. And so as we bring it into whether it's Soto or other guys, like it shouldn't be that impossible to believe. And yet because of the recent seasons, everyone just laughs at them and be like, oh, the Red Sox, yeah, you're going to try. You're going to say we tried and then finish second on all these guys. But I do think whether it's Soto or not, like it does feel like now's the time they kind of flip that switch back towards being aggressive.
I mean, they kind of have to right now, right?
Yeah.
They've been backbenchers in the American League East for upward of half a decade at this point, minus one really good year. And the Boston Red Sox, the modern Boston Red Sox, should not do that. There's absolutely no reason that they should not be competing for an American League East title every single season. Don't tell me about the Yankees. Don't tell me that the Rays are better run than them. Don't tell me that the Blue Jays are going to... And by the way, the Blue Jays probably deserve like a place in this conversation because they are going to get a guy this winter. I don't know if it's going to be Juan Soto. I think it certainly could. I do not discount them. Like this is not something that they're just doing to get their fan base excited because if they don't get Soto, it's just going to be like another dagger after last winter and the Robert Herjavec plane. This has a chance to be the best winter for Toronto Blue Jays fans or the absolute worst. Yeah. But the Red Sox, everything has lined up for them at this point, except their ability to develop starting pitching at a big league level. Brian Bayo's good. Cutter Crawford is a perfectly fine big league starter, but they don't have a dude. And it's why they're talking with Blake Snell. And it's why they're talking with Max Fried. But at the end of the day, like this is the Soto winter, is it not? They can go out and trade for Garrett Crochet if they want, because they have managed to turn Marcelo Meyer, a top 5 pick, into a top 15 prospect. They have turned Kyle Teal, a first round pick, into a top 75 prospect. They have turned Roman Anthony, a second round pick, into a top 10 Christian Campbell's the big one.
It feels like what Baltimore had, a year, 2 years ago. It's a very similar group.
Justice for Kai and Bloom, baby.
No, that's warranted and it's reasonable. It's why the St. Louis Cardinals are lucky to have Kai and Bloom in place right now, because 100%. for all of the things that went wrong there were processes that were in place that actually succeeded and set the Red Sox on this course. But they have to be intelligent about how they do things, because getting stars, it's not easy. Like you have to sell them that this is a real vision. And I think that's one underrated element of what Theo Epstein and Jed Hoyer did in Chicago in 2015 when they convinced John Lester to sign. They sold John Lester that these kids who are coming are championship caliber and are going to be part of something special, and we need you here to lead that. And, if you're selling Juan Soto, I think it's very simple. You adore the moment, right? You crave what October brings. We have won more championships in the past quarter century than any franchise in baseball. And so it's clear that we can win and have won here. You get to be the guy. You get to walk in and be the fulcrum of this franchise. And so if you have that desire, you get that here. And by the way, you're going to be surrounded by hitters who are extremely talented, who you can help turn into stars. And you can be that guy that others were to you, that Bryce Harper was to you, that Anthony Rendon was to you, that when you're surrounded by great hitters, it only encourages you to be even greater.
Yeah, 100%. I think, again, like if we hadn't been talking about the Red Sox the way that we had because of how they've acted the last few years, all of this would make them, it'd be like, yeah, duh. Like, of course. And yet we're still kind of getting.
And by the way, you're going to hit 700 home runs if you play at Fenway Park.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's the thing. People say, oh, wow, the short porch is so perfect for Juan Soto. No, the
left
Green
field.
Monster
is
perfect for Juan Soto because that is where he is trying to hit the ball. It's also so funny, right? It's like they've already invested in Rafael Devers as this face of the franchise, which is worthwhile. And Rafael Devers is amazing. He is like a diet version of Juan Soto in terms of just like unbelievably gifted, talented, left-handed Dominican hitter that is just like a guaranteed, 130 OPS plus. Juan Soto is that and that much better.
Yeah, but like 160. Yeah,
exactly.
This was the point I made about Soto, Jordan, a couple of pods ago, is I think the most important Soto season is 2023 because it shows you the floor. Yeah. And that the floor when he's in San Diego having a crappy time.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. That's which is obviously amazing.